This video shows you that Amorosa was a plant, a spy sent in by Hillary Clinton and Obama.
I knew from my prior time in the White House, this was my second tour of duty working in the White House. I worked for the Clintons prior. That this
using the FBI, who was called Valkyrie in secret. Valkyrie was created by the Joint Chiefs of Staff in 1944 when Franklin Delano Roosevelt was apparently going to die, and they were afraid that the Democrats would lose control, so they created Valkyrie to spy on the Republicans and black leaders to keep them destroyed by creating false dossiers and false FISA courts to deliberately destroy them so that Democrats would stay in control even if a Republican was elected. This was started in 1944. Amorosa, she worked for Hillary Clinton. She is what they call Valkyrie. Go to gods2.com and look at number 8. Amorosa is the devil trying to say Trump is a racist because he said nigger. She is an evil dog and Hillary's great secret weapon. Revelation 12:10 said they are the accusers of the brethren and they will try to destroy us every day. President Trump is not and never was a racist. Don't listen to Amorosa. She's the devil. Check this out. Trump was right in calling her a dog because Jesus himself called the Canaanite woman, who was a devil. He said, the bread of the children is not for you damned dogs. Amorosa are a bastard. You say you're from Haiti, yet Hillary pillaged Haiti. She murdered people in Haiti. They cannibalized our people in Haiti. They took all of our money that when our brothers and sisters had earthquakes and hurricanes and all kind of problems, Hillary's foundation stole the money and our people are still suffering. Almost all black leaders speak against Hillary and stand up for Trump. Amazing. Why is that not known?
Black Lives Matter speaks against Hillary,
saying that Hillary only wants black people for their votes, and after that they discard us. Almost all black leaders speak against Hillary.
Asian activists staged a protest outside Hillary Clinton's Manhattan office. The demonstrators claim billions of dollars were stolen through the Haiti Reconstruction Commission headed by Bill Clinton. They also say Haiti was used as a cover for foreign governments to funnel kickbacks of possibly hundreds of millions of dollars through the Clinton Foundation.
Let me tell you how much Amorosa, how could you do that? Look at your country and how they destroyed Haiti. I don't see you bringing that up. I don't see you defending your country. Here's what's crazy. Almost every black leader we know was with Trump before he ran for president. Now that he's president, some of them have backed away and some of them are still going with him. So check this video out so you can see the difference. The black leaders were with Trump.
I think it was back in like 98, 99. Jesse Jackson praising Donald Trump for helping with hiring and helping with exposure of black people in corporate America.
I now want to bring forth a friend who has, when we opened this Wall Street project, which was to make a statement about our having a presence there. Beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York. And so this, a year later, to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are black and minorities. And
Russell Simmons was Trump's friend, and Trump even helped him with his business. Now all of a sudden, he's calling Trump a racist. He's a dog returned to his vomit. Martin Luther King was a Republican. He fought against the Democrats because they were the racists, not Amorosas for these bastards.
The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. You put them first and they put you last because you're a chump. And you are dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party. You are not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
My father Yahweh ben Yahweh taught that no Jew would ever vote for the Nazi party. No Cuban would vote for the Castro regime. No Chinaman would vote for an imperialist Japanese. And no roach would vote for the shoe. So why in the hell would a black man vote for the Democrat Party when they murdered us for 400 years? Yahweh ben Yahweh only helped Republicans. He talked to a lot of Democrats. He was sympathetic to black Democrats, but the white Democrats, Yahweh ben Yahweh did not help none of them. He only helped white Republicans like Victor DeUry, Arthur Till, who was the first black Republican commissioner in Miami, and then he only helped and he was a Republican, by the way, and he only helped people like Xavier Suarez. These were Republicans, and you might have called those people racist, but Yahweh ben Yahweh only helped Republicans. And Yahweh ben Yahweh met Trump in New York. We was walking with him down the street on Broadway, and they just met each other, casually bumped into each other, and Yahweh ben Yahweh shook his hand and talked for a minute. We turned to the side, standing guard. Then Yahweh ben Yahweh finished, and he turned and looked at us and said, "Listen, you see that brother there? That's a real Gentile. He's not a Canaanite. That brother there is who you should choose to be your president because he's a real white, has his own money. He will not sell you out. He'll fight for you because he's not afraid of him." He said, "That's the man we should have for our president." And Yahweh ben Yahweh said that in 1984 to us on Broadway. That's why when he announced that he was going to run, that's why I went and stood with him when everybody was shocked that I would stand with him. I stood with him immediately, especially because he was running as a Republican. Yahweh ben Yahweh went on to say about Trump, he is a Gentile, which is different from Canaanite. Canaanites are from Ham. They are the fourth son of Ham in Genesis chapter 10, verse 6. Canaan was cursed white, totally different from white European Gentile. They are the people that had us in slavery. Gentiles did not have us in slavery. It was Canaanites. It's written in Yahweh ben Yahweh's book called You're Not a Nigger, way back in 1983, where it says on page 29 that it would be the Canaanites, the white Canaanite race, that would have us in slavery, not the white Gentiles. So Trump is a Gentile, totally different from Canaanites.
The things that I admire about Mr. Trump, because he told them all, I don't want your money. And when a politician does not want money from the rich, he's freer than the others to really do good for the masses of the people.
So Donald Trump decided to go to Milwaukee and speak about the conditions of America and why he felt black people should vote for him. He even went on to lay out reasons why he felt we should. Let me say this to the brothers and sisters who listened and watched that speech. We may not like the vessel that said what he said, but I ask us to truly examine what he said, because it is a fact that for 54 years we have been voting for the Democratic Party like no other race in America, and they have not given us the same loyalty.
Educate older blacks that Hillary she's worse than any other president we could possibly have in America. Now, you can ask me about Trump, oh yeah, I'll take a Trump over Hillary through that process and make them do the right thing. But she's a God, and we don't need gods in America. That's the problem. We need one God. That's the real deal. She's killing black people. Don't vote for Hillary. She's killing black people.
How many of you voting for Hillary? I do not blame you for wanting a female president, but that's a wicked woman. Mass incarceration came about under the Clintons.
You don't know Miss Hillary. It was she alone to kill Muammar Gaddafi.
We came, we saw, we died. Didn't have anything to do with your visit.
You never heard anything about Donald Trump being racist until he ran for president and won. Before that, everybody was like, oh, he's on WWE, you know, different shows. Everybody, they like Donald Trump. So
That chump Al Sharpton was for Donald Trump when he helped him back in the day. Now he's a traitor like Amorosa bastard.
Trump was doing this about his brand. I always saw him as a businessman and a guy that was doing business. Endorsement talked about how he not only was my buddy, but he helped strategize all of the things we did over the last 20 years around.
Amorosa defended Trump and said he's not racist.
Without you using the word racist and bully.
Well, let me ask you this.
He is not a racist, misogynist, or a bully.
Now she lies for her master Clinton and says he is a racist. What a dog. Amorosa is an evil traitor to our people, Haitians, Latin, black, and white. We must unite against this devil woman.
I knew from my prior time in the White House, this was my second tour of duty working in the White House. I worked for the Clintons prior, but this
Enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that power. You're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
You little dog, you. You know damn well there's probably no white man on earth that has not used the word nigger. You even use that word. But you're not trying to destroy Hillary, the Democrat who believes in that word nigger and helps people who use that word and loves them. You despicable.
My friend and mentor, Robert Seabird.
There are niggers. I've seen a lot of white niggers in my time.
Senator Byrd was a man of surpassing eloquence and nobility.
Amorosa worked for Hillary, a person who loved Robert Byrd, the grand cyclops of the Ku Klux Klan, who was the leader of the Democrat Senate. But you don't see her saying anything about that. You don't see her saying anything about Lyndon B. Johnson, who was a Democrat, who said he'll have niggas voting for him for 300 years. He used that word nigger all the time, but she's with them. Damn her. That same dogged heifer, according to the newspaper, called Obama a nigger. And Clinton himself called Obama a nigger, said he wouldn't let that nigger carry his bags. Why are you supporting that nigger? Amorosa, you worked for Hillary. She called black people super predators. And then her husband, Bill Clinton, while you were working there, put 1.2 million black men in jail. Mass incarceration, you bastards, you.
They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And
got a little help from Black Lives Matter, a protester, a member of that group, heckled Bill Clinton at a private event in Charleston, South Carolina last night.
South Carolina became the first state for propagandists. There's more work to be done, but got to lay down these markers, you got to build toward common sense. If we've got somebody saying here, we have to bring them to heel. Okay, we'll talk about it.
I'm not a super predator, Hillary Clinton.
Okay, fine, we'll talk about it.
I apologize to black people for asking on.
Can I talk? And then maybe you can listen to what I say.
Called black
And
people
about
predators.
Hillary loved that baby-killing cannibal Margaret Sanger.
Do you believe in sin?
I think the biggest sin in the world is bringing children into the world
Black.
that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born.
Margaret Sanger called black people nigger weeds that must be aborted and eliminated. And then Hillary says that she loved her and she got the Margaret Sanger Award. Check this out.
To participate in the Planned Parenthood annual meeting, when I was told that I would receive this award, I admire Margaret Sanger enormously.
Sanger spoke to a group that came to hear her in full regalia.
Eugenics, elimination, those human weeds. The most merciful thing that a large family does to one of its infant members is to kill it.
Hillary Clinton admitted that she had slaves in Arkansas in Bill Clinton's governor's mansion from jail. She is a racist, and you know this, but you're not trying to reveal her, Amorosa, because you work for the little dog heifer. Y'all check out the proof right here. Hillary had slaves. Damn. Now listen to Hillary as she reminisces about having slaves. Oh my God.
One unusual aspect of living in the Arkansas governor's mansion was getting to know prison inmates who were assigned to work in the house and the yard. When we moved in, I was told that using prison labor at the governor's mansion was a long-standing tradition that kept down costs, that we had far fewer problems with inmates who were in for murder than those who had committed property crimes, of inferior IQs, or an inability to apply moral reasoning. Although they had not finished high school, they seemed to have active and inquisitive minds.
That means she thought
they
we
showed
were
sound
monkeys.
judgment in solving problems in their work, and they plainly knew the difference between right and wrong.
Amorosa knows that Hillary Clinton had slaves in Arkansas in Bill Clinton's governor's mansion. She knows that Bill Clinton put 1.2 million black men in jail through mass incarceration under laws he passed after she called him super president. She knows that this woman had blackface on in a party, the most insulting thing you can do to black people. She also knows that Al Gore, President Clinton, vice president, was one whose daddy was one of the 6 white men that started the KKK in 1866 in Pulaski, Tennessee, is also one of the white men of the 15 that are standing around a dead, burning black girl's body after they just cut the baby out of her stomach and then burned this little 14-year-old pregnant girl at the stake with John F. Kennedy's uncle, John B. Kennedy, 5th from the right, Al Gore Sr., 3rd from the right. Damn you, Amorosa, but you won't bring that crap up, you little stinking cow. President Trump made it where all black and Jews could go to West Palm Beach to his private club, and made it where he would not allow them to keep us out. But Hillary, on the other hand, her and her husband, they were in a private club that blacks and Jews were not allowed in. Who's the racist? And Amorosa knows all of this. What a devil. But so you want to destroy Trump's good works because you say, with no proof, that he said the word nigger. Even if he did say it, I'm not going by what he say, I'm going by his works. We got jobs, he's lowered our taxes, he's gotten rid of all these damn regulations that you goddamn black ass Africans. I'm talking about you, Amorosa. We're the Hebrews over here, the black Hebrews. But you Africans come over here, join on to our people and act like you're us. You do it in Haiti, the Bahamas, Jamaica. You Africans come on and join on to us. You're the one that captured us and sold us into slavery. Then you come over here, you act like you us and you deceive us. And now you're trying to destroy President Trump because you are with these goddamn no good, evil people who are demon crack Confederate rebels. Mind you, it's not all Africans and Arabs, East Indians, and Pakistani and Canaanites, because Revelation 7:13 said every nation, kindred, and tongue will be saved. But the ones I'm really talking about is caste. The one who think they're above everybody. Them Africans, East Indians, and Pakistan who come over here and put us in slavery and own everything. I despise them. We know that you are a spy. You were sent in by Clinton to spy on Trump. That's why he kicked you out, because he knew and found out through General Kelly that you were a spy sent there to destroy him. But it ain't gonna work, you bastard. Y'all check it out. Notice the tape that she taped General Kelly in that room. Listen to how clear it was. You know why it was clear? Because Valkyrie, the FBI, were the ones that was taping it. You can't take a phone in and sound that clear. They had it, the whole secret room of the president taped. And she did it for Clinton. Y'all better check that crap out. Destroy these bastards.
My prior time in the White House, this was my second tour of duty working in the White House. I worked for the Clintons prior.
Africans come over here, join on to our people, and act like you're us when you hate our guts. You know, I heard you say some things, little lady, and I'm going to put it out to everybody in a minute. Like when you told me over the phone when I was trying to go to Jim Brown's inauguration party for Trump. You said you're not going to let us little black American niggas get to Trump. Yeah, because you know better for him. He don't know no better. I don't care if he loves you guys. You not getting to Trump.
Former chairman of the Republican National Committee, Michael Steele, said yesterday that he was among a group of people who put together a list of highly qualified African-American Republicans who'd worked in previous White Houses who were prepared to go to work for Donald Trump, but that you blocked any of them from having a job opportunity.
I had the ability to keep a long list of people in the White House. You really can't have it both ways. In fact, he submitted that list during the transition. I was in the White House.
Amorosa is like that black Negro Samuel Jackson that Django called Snowflake. He was jealous when he saw him on that horse. Like Amorosa was jealous when she saw me in the white Rolls Royce, and she's a blocker.
Oh my head. This nigga up on that man.
Amorosa was the one that blocked all black people and tried to block me. If I wanted something, she would have blocked me, but I didn't want nothing but freedom. So this little heifer is a blocker. She don't want nobody at the White House, but she calls the big house because she worked at the slave master's house called the White House under Clinton.
It's been a knot. Go through this, baby. You're too good. You gonna stay in the big house? He's a slave. He's just in the big house. You got a problem with that?
This is how Amorosa is, but she forgot that Trump studied protocol. He understands the etiquette of a hostile takeover. When you take over a company, you got to let birds of a feather flock together and let the blockers reveal themselves first, then you bring the people in. But she was blocking to make Trump look like he don't want us there, when it's actually Amorosa, the chief in blocker. I want you to raise your little stinking head up just a little bit higher. Dog you. Cow. You heifer. The bread of the children is not for your dog ass, you damn devil. May Yahweh curse you and all that you know, you bastard. This dragon is Amorosa. And the Bible says in James 2:19 that there shall be many devils. You got Maxine Waters, Hillary Clinton, Amorosa, and Pocahontas. All of these bastards are devils. And finally, we pull her out of the woodworks. But I'm going to tell you who this dragon is. This dragon is Amorosa. She is the devil, Satan, serpent, and the dragon. She's that ugly cad from hell. Don't listen to this nut of a star, Amorosa. She's a reality fake, black, lying, deceiving star that worked for Hillary, the bastard that kills our people. Listen to these real stars here. They support Trump. That's what's happening.
Saying you're gonna vote for Trump. I said this from the hood ain't voting for no Donald Trump.
You're damn right.
You voting for Trump?
Yes. Why? Donald Trump, man. Hey, man.
What you want to say, be how you want to be. That's kind of been like the American dream. So,
I think that Donald Trump will be president because he's a pioneer.
The great Tiger Woods has always hung out with President Trump, and he said you got to respect President Trump and the office.
President of the United States, you have to respect the office. And no matter who is in the office, you may like, dislike personality or the politics, but we all must respect them.
I think personally, Donald's a friend of mine. Donald's like a straight up guy. Like if he sees your shirt tucked out, he won't greet this out. He'll be like, tuck your fucking shirt.
Donald. And Donald is not a racist. Now, I hate to tell you, just because you build a wall doesn't mean you're a racist.
Stephen A. said that every black person in America should vote Republican. Stephen A. Smith is joining me now. Stephen, who are you trying to send a message to? Republicans, Democrats, African Americans, all of the above?
I'd go with all of the above. That sounds about right. But specifically the Democratic Party, from the standpoint that I definitely believe that the black vote has been taken for granted.
In the radio.
Some commonality between you and the Donald?
I get a chance to. I think he's amazing.
We need somebody with a great business mind that's business savvy to uplift us out of it. Now, if Donald Trump has the country's best interest and can uplift us out of that and get the economy back rolling in the right way, yeah, I'll go for it.
So all that shit, he's running for the right reason. And he's putting his own money and all that.
Anytime anyone said, okay, Trump won't be able to pull this off, he's pulled it off.
America, and God gave us a responsibility to pray for him.
Communicated with Donald Trump.
Has he been in touch with you at all?
For Donald Trump? Yeah. I can call him directly on his phone.
Yeah. Hello, Floyd. How are you doing? Him and I used to be really close. I did a couple of his shows and hosted the pageants and all that kind of stuff, and we haven't spoken in a while.
Because people don't like the truth.
Both sides of the game. And he's absolutely anti-establishment. You know, he's for the people.
What I like about Donald Trump is that he is coming in to fuck shit up. This seems like a crack. Imagine you're trying to like claw your way out of an ice block, finally see a crack. You should tap on that crack, you know? Don't just stay in the ice block.
His friends and Superman. I guess I told you, but if I would have voted, I would have voted on Trump.
Kanye West.
Things that I liked about Trump's campaign.
Kanye West.
Tyson said to HuffPost Live.
Sure, he's got your vote. Yeah, hell, big time. Why wouldn't anybody like that?
It makes sense that Tyson would support Trump. In the past, Trump has long supported Tyson's career and even defended the boxer's right to continue fighting after he was convicted of rape. Trump did suggest the proceeds from the fight benefit rape victims, but officials were not having it. Dennis Rodman, who tweeted, "We don't need another politician, we need a businessman like Mr. Trump." Azealia Banks revealed that she plans to cast her vote for Trump.
Because that's the name of the game. This is politics. You put somebody in office, you get in return the things that you care about for your community. I think we got a little bit shortchanged.
What Donald Trump is saying, look, his best answer is, I want to bring jobs. Let me do it for you. Best debate line, Democrats care about the inner city when it's election time.
I don't like Trump. I love Donald Trump. Do you? I love Trump. I love him.
Next for Trump against Amorosa. She's despicable and she's a sellout to black people and the Haitian community. Trump is the one that's going to save us out of this mess. Thank God for President Trump. Trump is not a racist. That's it. So my people, don't listen to lying Amorosa. She will take you to hell.